Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Rice Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. So Tulane's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive.
Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The offense in hurry up mode.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Floats it out in space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Got room to work. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 6th play of the drive coming up.
Second down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rice Owls offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, Dave.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. He is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down coming up.
To the air on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Holds it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Tulane lines up on third and short. They just keep firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down.
Now the play fake. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will in the middle. It's right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Second down.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You get this far behind the chains, and it's a guaranteed passing situation. Defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd down.
Send the tight end in motion. Try and play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, drive your legs.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Behind the line, it's Cox. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Of 13. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Gain of 3.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, that's right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
3rd down coming.
He wants to throw it again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Cottons. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. Looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a win. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle, it's right.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man,
it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's caught. Gashing the D on the right. He's at the tip, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
For the extra point.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a grab down the middle. Down the seam on the left. Touchdown, Tulane. Once he got a step, it was all right to the house.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to USC.
Wide open downfield.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Works the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Brings up fourth down.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll pull it on the read. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now set up in the red zone.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete.
The first down pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second
On
down.
the play. Second down coming up.
Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14.
The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave. This game must be moving so slowly with his quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're gonna run in that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
16.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option, the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Using the quick game. Turning it on. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Got a little space.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The run from the shotgun. Rolling covers those pads. Touchdown, Owl. He would not be denied.
Number 31.
Well, you can hear the tackle drills for this defense next week already after all of those misses.
And I tell you what, it's so nice to have a running back that can smell the end zone. He's not going to be denied, squares his shoulders up, gets powerful, smells that end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Utah. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The official says no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get a
personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
He'll keep it himself. Just ran over it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That'll be enough for a first down, and they got it at the 16-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The defense earns their third and final timeout of the half. With the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. He'll try it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week again.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.